Hey everybody, it's me, Kelly, with Kellie and Associates. Thanks for joining us on the YouTube channel. Hopefully you will click that subscribe button and follow us for more great content and fun discussions, all things employee engagement and talent development. If you hear some little scratching in the background, you might be hearing my old lady bulldog, Momo. She's wandering around my filming space today. So if you hear something in the background, no, it's not you, it's me, and it's a dog that you can't see. But anyways, let's go ahead and chat today about the importance of upskilling and reskilling, really to meet those evolving job requirements and job standards, and just to meet the evolving work landscape. So it's interesting, I had this discussion the other day with a local project management group, and we were talking about professionally developing your own teams and coaching and one-on-ones with your own teams to help foster professional development and to create some growth opportunities within your organization. There is a stat that I read, I believe it was from SHRM, I'm pretty sure it was from SHRM, something along the lines of nearly 50% of the workforce in the next 5 years is going to need some sort of upskilling or reskilling to meet workforce demands. And so I think that it's really important to look at those opportunities and the opportunities that we have within our team to help grow individuals. The workforce has really changed. Well, it's been changing for a long time, but I think it was really accelerated over the past 3 or 4 years. Individuals are motivated by different things today. They're motivated by value systems and flexibility. Work and life today is really fluid, where it's not what it once was kind of a separate entity from your life. They really integrate together in a lot of ways, whether we like it or not. And so some things I was thinking about in terms of upskilling or reskilling. One of the things is soft skills and soft skills training. Unlike the work that we used to do, I would say even 40 years ago, the 80s, the 70s, 50 years ago, if you can believe that or not. Yes, the 70s was 50 years ago now. The work that we do is a lot of knowledge and work around soft skills, where we have since over the years moved a lot of manufacturing work and work developing tangible products have moved to overseas markets. Not everything, but a lot of it has. So I think we're relying a lot more on soft skills and knowledge-based work and critical thinking. So training around those topics, I think, is ever more important for organizations, and it's important from your entry-level positions all the way up to your C-suite. Critical thinking, problem solving, leadership, coaching, giving good feedback, all of those sorts of things are, I think, of growing importance for today's workforce. To not only help keep employees engaged, but to help build a positive culture within your organizational framework. The other thing that's happening for us is technology is changing on a dime. Think about even the last 40 years, how quickly technology has changed. I don't even think we have to think of it in the last 40 years. I mean, I think the last 4 years, we can probably think about how rapidly technology has advanced and how quickly things have changed. And it's important, I believe, for workers of today to have that knowledge of things like data analytics, to really have some solid digital literacy skills, because so much of what we do relies on technology, the internet, cloud storage, all of those sorts of things. There are companies where their phone systems are even hooked to an internet source. And so, our internet goes down and everything shuts off. In my house, internet goes down, Alexa can't turn on my lights in some spaces. Not my whole house, but some of it. So I think that digital literacy, that component of really kind of understanding the workings of basic technology is going to be really important, because so much of the work that we do today revolves around technology, revolves around computers. revolves around using computers, revolves around artificial intelligence, predictive analytics even. As things become more automated to help create efficiency in the workplace, it's going to be important for workers to understand some components of that, because it will help them be able to transition into other positions within the workforce. Automation, I think, can make us more efficient, but we have to understand how we as humans are going to work with it, how automation is going to support what we do to make our lives easier. And that applies to the workforce as well. In the growing workforce, it's a changing workforce. It's important for teams to foster things like, I use the term psychological safety a lot, and that's not my term. That is a term that came out of a lot of research that's been done by Amy Edmondson, who is a Harvard professor. She's written several books on it. She does a lot of talks on it. Really good information. But creating that environment in the workplace where people can share ideas, where everyone has a seat at the table, where mistakes can be shared, and not that there's not repercussions for mistakes, but you're not shamed, that sort of thing. I think it's important for leadership to recognize and for teams to recognize that those types of things are important to learn about, to build on, and to implement in your organizations and within your teams. Even a component of diversity as well. Not just diversity as in the color of our skin, but diversity in ideas. Again, not to, well, I am going to mention another name because, again, as I mentioned, I read a lot. Another book that I have read is Think Again by Adam Grant, and he talks about, essentially I'm paraphrasing, but to challenge mental models, it's important to have diverse ways of thinking, or to surround ourselves with people that have diverse thought processes and ways of thinking that are different than us, because we can really build things that are better around embracing different ideas and things of that nature. So I think that there's an important component there as well. You know, challenging the status quo, challenging old mental models, I think can have beneficial impacts on teams. Challenge traditional thinking in terms of building strategy and forward thinking. I mentioned technology changes so fast and things in the workplace change so fast. If we can think a little bit ahead, how will that benefit our team? How will that benefit our organization? Ultimately, how does that impact the bottom line? I think, to summarize, really building this community of practice. I think today in the workplace, people want to feel a sense of belonging, they want to have work that contributes to a bigger purpose. And that may all sound kind of pie in the sky to some people, but it's how the work landscape is changing. And it doesn't mean that people don't want to work. It just means that, again, their work is more fluid with their lifestyle, and how do they all fit together? So with that, those are kind of my thoughts about upskilling, reskilling, a little bit about the future of work. And so I would love to hear from you. Tell me what your thoughts are. You can follow me on social media. Find me at my website at kellytenen.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of those places. Just look for my name and you'll find Kellie Tenen and Associates there. Me and my bulldogs, Momo, Miyagi, and Toshi, look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks again for stopping in, and we'll see you next time.